right after trade deadline, we got a pretty big surprise. We had Carey Price making a return. So Carey Price, who had entered the player assistance program and who was injured as well. So tough year for Carey. Carey comes back. Unfortunately, it was a 3-0 loss. Couldn't get it done for him. But we magically turned it around after. And we were able to grab Carey, which was, it's sad to say, maybe his last game in a Montreal Canadiens uniform and even in the league. His injury doesn't seem to be settling at any point right now. But if this was Carey's last game, 10-2 win versus the Florida Panthers, in which we had Cole Caulfield scoring his first NHL hat trick. We scored 10 goals for Guy Lafleur. We had Guy, who unfortunately passed away not long before. It was absolutely beautiful to see the whole team working together. The presentation, even at the end of the game, where the players got a chance to talk and pump up the fans, give their jerseys, sign things away. It was just the perfect way to end that season. One thing that noted for me just before we move on to Carey's last game here is when Guy Lafleur passed away and we were able to have the wonderful ceremony at the Bell Center. It was the first time that on the boards there were no ads.
Yeah.
It was all for Guy Lafleur. And I think that's one thing that stood out the most is how well Montreal as an organization is known for those ceremonies and how it made an impact on all the players. You know, that game is where Brendan Gallagher led the team after to salute the banner. Just little tiny pieces like this is what made the team what it was and how important history is for the Montreal Canadiens here. So what do you guys think just quickly of Carey? Do we think we're going to see him again? And if not, what's your reaction to his last game being what it was?
Yeah, I mean, couldn't have scripted it better, really. It's just unfortunate that it might be his last. There's always hope, but again, it's very slim, right? But if there is a way to go, that's the way, right? 10-2 win, Caulfield hat trick, couldn't have asked for better. And keep in mind, this team was dead last in the league, yet the building was full. Everybody was cheering. Everybody was doing the wave, having a good time, smiles
chanting Guy.
Exactly. So you wouldn't find that with any other team. It was a special night for sure.
Yeah. This is Carey's one player that I think we've all pretty much been behind from the start, and he's been through it all in Montreal. And somebody that from the very beginning, like I remember his first game, he had the white helmet. And no, he didn't even have his helmet.
The white helmet
against the Pittsburgh Penguins, coming in for his first NHL game in 2007 and coming off a Calder Cup with the Hamilton Bulldogs just up the road here. He's somebody that means a lot to a lot of fans because he takes the time for a lot of fans as much as he possibly can, including my own family. So we all have our personal reasons why we, appreciate him as a person beyond just the player, but it sounds cheesy to say for some, maybe, I'm a religious person, but it's in God's hands, I guess, what happens with Carey Price because nobody knows. And, he's a person of faith too, I think, but that's something that we just will never fully know the answer to. But it was just like the Michael Jordan thing. When he retired, it was like he was 99% sure that he was done. And then what happened? He came back. Now, Jordan wasn't injured like Carey Price is. But certainly the level of athlete that Carey Price is, being an all-star, a superstar, he's somebody that you always hope for those comeback stories. I mean, if he's genuinely able to play a couple more games, but if he's not, you know what? There's nothing to be ashamed of in his career. He did everything. He carried the Canadiens basically on his own a lot of time.
No wonder his knees hurt.
Yeah. He's literally been carrying them for so long, but he's someone that's beloved, and his number will be retired in the Bell Center. You can mark that. And that's all I got to say about Carey. I mean, I could talk about him all day actually, but we will keep it
on
going
this channel. We are pro Carey Pricers. So
we've done that enough, so we'll keep doing it.